So you want to know what's sad when you have like a perfect setup for a meme moment
What's
and
that?
your dad ruins it?
Uh-oh.
My dad, it was like the other day, my dad asked me, what do you got there? And I said, a knife. And he said, oh.
Oh.
And I'm like, darn it.
You had one job.
Yep. He ruined it.
Alright. So, we're here to continue our journey into the moon.
Moon. We're in round 1, day 2. I guess
Midday.
Yeah, I guess our goal is
Oh, hang on,
probably
getting a
to
text.
complete a day every stream, but
We'll probably be able to do more than that.
yeah, I think going forward we should be able to complete more, but hey.
Right.
Look at this fancy dancel technology.
Yeah. It's 2030, and they're still using the headphone jack on these things. So it's time to figure out who our opponent's going to be. I wonder who it could possibly be.
Who could it possibly be?
It could be any one of these guys. Any one of
Anyone.
these nondescript, reused models. Is it you? Jeez.
Is she even your opponent?
Rep.
Like,
I'm sure that'll go perfectly well for you, dude.
oh. I mean, you can only see the other person if they're your opponent in the arena, right? Or is that just some flaw in...
I don't know how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's like it's like you've got multiple arenas, but it's just like 2 per arena.
Must be.
Anyway. It doesn't matter because these people, they aren't part of the story.
No.
On that dreaded piece of white paper posted there, it's like looking up your exam score.
That's probably why the moon cell did it. It's got a sick, twisted sense of humor. True facts. Even though the moon cell just stares and watches everything, it's got a sick sense of humor. Because
So,
what else would you call it when you decide, I want the best candidates for a human specimen. So obviously I just gather a bunch of humans and then watch them fight to the death.
exactly. And speaking of fighting to the death, we gotta go kill Shinji.
It's alright, I hear nobody likes him anyway.
So, you're my first opponent. I'm surprised you even managed to qualify. Right back at you, dude. At some point during my initial shock... Why are you shocked? Did we even interact with this guy during the prologue?
Did we?
I don't think we did. Someone else did, but we didn't.
Shh.
But I...
Doo-doo.
What are you doing? Were
What?
you doing something there?
Who, me? Why, is something showing up on a thing? I was fixing the screen a little bit.
Oh, I was just hearing a stuttering sound.
Oh, you might be listening to my air conditioner, if that's...
Ah. Yeah. So I was having a conversation with your air conditioner, is what you were saying.
Yes, you were having a conversation with my air conditioner.
Oh. Okay.
It
But I
makes a
guess
zit.
here, all things are possible. You might even be the most powerful magus here. Yeah, and you might be a halfway decent one. We're at different levels, though, even though we're friends. Are we friends?
Maybe. What does Shinji classify as a friend?
I don't know. He's kind of like that guy in the class that, like, everyone just kind of tolerates, but no one actually likes.
He's a Karen!
He would be.
He is a Karen.
Actually, that's... Is that an insult to Archer? Because Archer's a Karen.
I mean, they're both different degrees of Karen, you know. There's the one that nobody likes, and then there's the one that asks to see Life's manager.
Yes. Forcing people to give up friendships in order to win, that's pretty insane. You don't sound too broken up about this, dude. I'm sure.
Uh-huh. That's
I
why
can
we're
just
going
tell.
against each other in the first round. I mean, what? Who's to know how things will turn out, right?
Trust me, dude, not gonna be a problem.
We have a friendship? Or does just all the guy who died, did all of his stuff just get automatically forced onto
Wait a
us?
minute. Wait a minute. Friendship. Ship.
That's
I wonder if that's a clue.
clue!
His servant. It must be some kind of sailor.
Da 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 da, sailor, ba ba da ba 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 ba, sailor. I don't know any of the words to this song. Da 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 da.
Do I have to kill a friend? A fellow human being? Again, definitely not the first one. Not so sure about the second one. This whole situation has fast become a nightmare. I mean, before yesterday, I was fine with killing everyone here, but now I'm not so sure. I'm trapped in hell. I feel like I'm trapped in hell. I was hoping Archer would just show up then. So do we still have to go to class during the tournament?
I don't think so. I think the school is just a place to hold all these people. Or maybe we do have to go to class. Maybe it's another thing that the moon cell has a sick, twisted sense of humor. That's right, you might have to kill each other, but you still have to go to school. This is Assassination Classroom, guys. I have no idea how that anime actually works. I just know that it just has assassination in the name, so...
Hear about the challenges yet? Man, I thought all we had to do was fight elimination battles. Oh shit. If you fail the challenge or fail to get both triggers, you can't enter the battlefield. I wonder what happens if you're locked out of the battlefield.
Yeah.
Well, at that point, I'm pretty sure that Kirei kills you. Did I ever talk to you? I think I did. Yeah. So I got some new info. Let's see.
Though I will commend Fade Extra here. It doesn't look like...
Oh God, help! Archer. Oh God, help! That's not his master. That's just his life motto.
Keywords, Kancho, and Bakuya. What could that mean? No idea.
Oh, are you cutting out there?
Yeah, my thing is, it's gonna, I don't know.
Oh.
Internet, woo. I'm actually impressed by the models now looking back on it. Sure, everybody is wearing the same uniform, but they've got different hairstyles and stuff like that for the most part.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's some good variety to it. Mm-hmm. You want to go talk to our servant?
Why not? I'm sure we're gonna be best friends. Or even more. Oh ho ho ho.
Archer, I thought I told you to clean this shit up.
Yeah, clean up the room, goddammit.
What's that supposed to mean?
Are you trying to say we need to lose weight?
You're lucky we're a guy.
Rude.
Kwai Chang. What are you talking about? Like, did we come in on him, like, during a nap and he's talking in his sleep?
I don't know. Maybe it's one of those conversations that happen when you reach a certain point.
It's like, God,
You've walked 100 feet. Congrats.
Yeah, it's like we ended up getting the crazy sermon. Good for us. The young master.
Drunken sailor.
I have a few things to say before you enter the arena.
I have a few things to say to you. 1. Where the hell did you get that shirt?
Yeah, what's going on with the pattern on your shirt there, dude? 2 trainers must be retrieved by the end of the week if you mean to participate in the tournament. Just say I know. Combat between masters is prohibited in the arena and on campus at all times. Well, isn't that convenient?
Isn't that
what you're
convenient?
saying? Yeah, so what you're saying is we can still do damage to each other.
You'll be forced to face a penalty.
Let's see, is there anything? No. So I guess there's nothing for it but to head into the arena. Do you have anything to say, Issei? Shouldn't you be heading to the arena? Oh God! Like, it also sounds like there's like trying to say like a prayer or something. That's like, oh God, please head for the arena. You have anything to say?
Man.
Oh, you're actually talking now. Wonder if you are as my professor prophesied. I do
God
not yet
damn
know.
it, Adobe.
What is with everyone being all vague around me today? Ren, are you on the roof? Ren is not on the roof. That's probably it. Oh, Shinji. The fuck do you want? Oh God, getting the trigger. Oh, it sucks to be you! That's great, Shinji. I actually think that we're supposed to fight him today. Why, Archer, what could that possibly
What
mean?
could that possibly mean? Have you and Shinji met before? I don't think that's possible. I don't think that's possible. You're a servant. Servants don't have lives.
No. Have you been seeing him behind my back?
She's an NPC. You can tell because she's in a black uniform.
Mm-hmm. And she says the same shit no matter how many times you talk to her. Uh-oh.
Who is that strange person?
That presence. Be careful, Master. That idiot and his servant are somewhere close by.
Ha!
This might be a golden opportunity to get some info on them. Let's track them down before they leave. Oh, and a lot of extremely random stuff can and will happen while you're in the arena. You might just spontaneously combust into flames. It just could happen. Uh-oh. We got dark voices, we got dark music going on. So... I forget, how do I bring up the map? There we go. Come here.
I don't know how good this stream is gonna be tonight.
You having trouble? With
It keeps telling me I'm frame dropping, so...
No.
Don't know why. I've had a decently good internet connection all day, but you know, of course, the moment you try to decide to do something.
I made a mistake. I meant to go and check out the church to see if I could level up Archer, but I forgot to.
Whoops.
We're going into this blind, folks. We are going into this with 0 experience.
What are you talking about? How could we possibly have experience playing this game? Nobody knows it exists.
Oh no, I'm talking about that we're going in without any, like, skill points or anything.
Well, if Shinji
we are going in with our base stats.
If Shinji can kick your ass, then you know you did something wrong.
Yeah.
Casella.
I hope you like these animations because this is all you get throughout the game.
Yep. I doubt it'll be different, even in the remake. Maybe they'll be more flashy, but...
So let me ask you a question. Do you have 2 computer monitors?
No, I only have 1.
Okay. So when you're streaming Final Fantasy, are you doing that in like a windowed mode?
Yes.
Okay. Because I tried, like I said, I tried streaming the other night, and it was on a full screen application, and it was a kind of a pain in the butt.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I just, because my screen is so big, I don't want anything full on my window anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But, so, like, what I do is I set up my OBS behind my thing so I can read on the side while I'm playing the game. Unless I accidentally have my Vroid on top of it, then I'm like, oopsie daisy.
Oh god, you're late.
I'm always late. Fashionably late.
He got his trigger. What's the look? Your skills are pathetic compared to mine, so don't be so harsh on yourself. Speaking of you losing, let me introduce you to my servant. I'm going to win. It's not like it matters to me. Okay, so she is a girl. She uses bullets.
And she's got Opie!
She's got gigantic breasts.
Opie!
It's like all those like gender flipped versions of Luffy. That's what this looks like.
Yo ho, Opie!
Wow. I forgot when this game came out. That's probably going to be worded a little differently when the remake comes out.
Maybe. Or it could be just the same. Drake isn't really known for being... I mean, what? I don't know who this person is.
Who the fuck is Drake?
Who the hell is that? Even if you study history, you probably don't even know who that person is. Because who cares about when the second person does something, right?
I mean, that's clearly Queen Elizabeth. Was that just a rumor that like, there was like a rumor going around that, like, so we know who this person is.
Yeah.
But, like, that it was, like, there was a rumor going around that, like, it's actually Queen Elizabeth masquerading as that person.
Well,
was that just a rumor?
No, they're in this game in particular, when we go through her things, it will be in that. This is, like, the only time it's really mentioned, so I don't know if it's just a throwaway thing or if it's explaining why they could be gender bent.
Mm-hmm.
I mean...
I know, gender bending, that is an extremely... That's a foreign concept to this franchise. So, I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to choose some random ones.
Well, as...
We just gotta... I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, well, I feel as the series has gone on, the people who they've chosen to gender bent has made more sense since King Arthur.
Okay. Alright, so give me a minute here so I can read the attacks. Okay, guard. Guard. Jeez, I might as well just do break for all of these.
She knew what you were gonna do. She changed it up.
Okay, that was like attack, break, attack, break, attack, break.
Well.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so I did 0 damage.
How many times did they have to tell you? Fighting is prohibited!
Beg hard enough and I might make you my underling. This isn't last encore, dude. Prize money. Oh, that's adorable. He thinks there's prize money. That's adorable.
Aww.
Yeah, I kind of fucked that up. Sorry, Archer. Shinji grabs a gun. This is the man who has yet to use his bow and arrow.
Well, uses a gun. There you go. I want to say is like, so here's an interesting tidpoint for everybody at home for who this is the Fate universe. Fate Extra is actually the last, I feel, true to form of servants and stuff like that, because traditionally it was that each servant's identity was a big mystery. Like, you would have to go through the games to figure out who's what. Like, that was the whole draw.
With one exception.
Yeah, with one exception.
Because that character just flat out reveals it before you even fight them.
Right. Well, I mean, by that character's appearance, it's hard that you couldn't like narrow it down.
Yeah. And I mean, even then, you still have to find out their strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah. But it's like, I mean, that's the only thing that Grand Order has kind of sullied things a little bit. Because I feel like even in... I feel like since Grand Order going forward, all of the stuff they've had is like, whoop, who cares who the servant is? Is like, oh, the servant reveal identity is important. Well, why don't we reveal it in game? Who cares about Voyager, right?
Yeah, let's not even reveal it in game. Let's reveal it during the press conference that happens before the new patch gets added in.
Mm-hmm.
And like that, this is something that Fate Grand Order is not guilty of by itself, because they were doing this shit back in Apocrypha.
Oh no, yeah.
But yeah, like Fate Extra honestly feels like what I thought Fate Stay Night actually was. Like, I actually originally thought Fate Stay Night was a fighting game, wherein you had to unlock like knowledge about the enemy servants. So, funny thing is, like, this was actually like the first game that I bought in the Fate franchise was what I thought the original game was.
Mm. Of course, we were also little babies at the time Fate Extra came out. So, the concept of what
little babies in college.
Yeah. The concept of what a visual novel was kind of, what?
Oh god, I remember, like, that was around the time, like, I was trying to find the Clannad visual novel.
Mm-hmm.
And I was struggling to find, like, a working download for it. It took me forever.
Now it's on Steam.
Yeah. I actually recently played through Tomoyo's route.
Tomoyo, the only girl who gets a spin-off.
And let me say, the spin-off is also on Steam. It's not that good.
Well, the
Tomoyo...
spin-off was a fan thing, wasn't it?
I don't think it was.
Oh.
But I mean, like, it's
I mean,
Tomoyo is, I mean, it feels like it was written by someone else, because Tomoyo is a way better character in Clannad than she is in the spin-off game.
I have no doubt about that.
It's like, what's this? Like, you're not embarrassed to, like, tell people that I'm your boyfriend? What a refreshing take on on the visual novel trope.
But the only thing about Clannad that I'm a little annoyed about is the fact that the special treatment for the main couple, I guess. I like that this one pairing is the canon couple. That your dreams will not make any sense unless you go with this girl.
Shoot, I have no idea.
I mean, I wish, like, you don't have to give him a daughter on every route, but at least let them continue on to adulthood, at least, if you're gonna do the after story part.
Which was kind of the, oh wow, I got that, I guessed that entirely correctly. Which was kind of like what was the original draw of having the Tomoyo after spinoff.
Right.
But the only problem is, like, they completely, oh, we found Taiga's sword. But yeah, so, like, we can... Like, they completely reworked Tomoyo's personality so that she was more of a submissive character, which I just flat out do not like. And just... It's a weird story. It's like... It almost feels like something out of, God, Sword Art Online with the little girl that they find.
Yeah.
Where it's like, they're doing like a fatherhood, motherhood thing.
No. The abridged series only made that good.
Yes, it did.
Of course I'm your mama!
We would like to buy your orphanage, please.
These kids aren't even really orphans. They all have parents in the real world.
But yeah, like, so I guess that, like, in the spin-off game, Tomoyo's father had like a has like an illegitimate daughter, and like to keep like the family together, they're pretending that it's Tomoya's daughter.
What? How does that make sense?
So I guess like what it was, Tomoyo's parents were separated, and during that separation, her father had an affair that resulted in this like little girl being born.
Well,
so
if
like,
they separated, then they can't be held responsible for things.
I know, but then they got back to, but then the parents got back together, and things are kind of looking up for the family. So now if this daughter shows up and says like, "You're my dad, but you're not my mom," it's gonna make things awkward, and it might bring some friction into things after they've just tried to fix it. So right now, at least as far in as I've gotten, Tomoya is acting as her surrogate father. It's weird. I don't like it.
I don't know. Although I will forever wonder why. Let's have Tomoyo and Nagisa after stories, but let's completely forget about that other girl. Who cares about the tsundere, right?
She got yeah, she never, I mean, she got her own, like, OVA in the anime.
They both got OVAs.
Yeah, but honestly, that's not even adapting their after stories. That's just adapting like the remainder of their route.
Right. I mean,
Like,
I guess
that's-
the
like, all
I guess
that
the
stuff-
Tsunderi's point is at least she's important after Nagisa dies. I guess. I don't know.
Spoilers for
alert!
Clannad. Spoilers for
Nagisa
Clannad,
dies!
by the way.
Oh, come on. It's been around forever. Nobody... I won't spoil the other possible thing, then. But I think everybody at this point, Clannad is a series that makes you cry. I think everybody knows at this point what happens in this show. It's...
I mean,
show,
so here's the
visual
thing.
novel.
I don't think I ever actually cried during Clannad, though there were times where the ending theme of the original anime got me. Or just like listening to that would be like, oh god, if I keep listening to this, I'm going to fucking tear up.
Everybody, let's play the ending music in this one part of this episode. Let's see if everybody cries.
Nope. I'm not crying. I'm just chopping onions while I play the stream. I have no idea what this guy's pattern is. Oh shit.
Well,
Okay, so this guy likes to break. I have no idea. Maybe attack. Attack. Guard. Break. Guard. Break.
sorry, Archer, we forgot to increase your stats.
We should have increased his stats. Do we have any healing items?
Do you? Did you even go to the item store?
Oops. Okay, guard. Okay, it's not that. Shit, do I risk it?
Ah. Don't guard. Don't do it. It's been a trap every time. Oh, now you attack. Oh well.
Okay, we got our first trigger. So, I'm not even sure if there's anything left in here. Probably just, probably want to train up a little bit more. Oh, I guess we're fighting.
Sorry, Archer.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and use the item. Break, 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 guard, break. It's hard to, like, memorize these patterns when you have to talk to someone.
How can you memorize patterns when they switch it up every god dang turn? And you have only one thing. It's impossible to remember. when the first part of this game. When you're ready to do the Tamamo run, then maybe you'll be fine. I don't care how tempted you all are. Do not do Tamamo as your first character in this game.
I know she's cute, but it comes with a price. Level up.
Level up. Unless, I don't know. It's possible they made it easier for the remake, but I'm still guessing that Saber, Archer, and Tamamo, I mean Nero, Archer, and Tamamo are probably still going to be the easy, mid, and hard routes, because in general, that's just kind of how the classes work. Casters are always the squishy people.
Yeah.
It's not to say that they aren't powerhouses in their own right. They are just not built for physical combat.
Tamamo is the epitome of a glass skin. Maybe in the remake they'll fix Archer's Noble Phantasm so that it actually does what the description says it does.
Looks good. Looks good in that Unreal Engine. So that's something to... The Noble Phantasms are something to look forward to, at least. They're going out for that. As they should. Not to say that they're not bad. They're bad in this game. Like, they actually pulled off a lot for what they had.
Yeah.
Let's share some stories that people probably already know about the Fate Extra game. So, like, the people who were working on Fate Extra were actually really, really passionate about it. Like, first, like, when they got the go-ahead to do a lot of stuff at CCC, like, for example, Archer being able to use Excalibur in CCC. That only happened because some guy got really into modeling the weapons he was using. And Natsuwil was like, well, I guess since they're on the moon, I guess it's okay.
Okay, we'll let you do it this one time. I mean, yeah, I mean, with a game like this, just go balls out. Oh, is there another? There's another fountain over here. I didn't know that.
Another thing, Natsu thought that they were originally going to have to use a bathing suit of Gilgamesh for the naked scenes and just have the camera worth around. But then, to his surprise, someone said, oh, the naked Gilgamesh model? Yeah, we already completed that.
Now that takes passion.
Someone was doing it on their off hours. They worked on the naked Gilgamesh model.
I'm just really passionate about this project. Absolute mad lads.
They were mad lads. Natsu, like, sometimes Natsu would request things just to try and get people to say no to him. So that's how everybody got the Oppai Booby Nero for their mouse, the Oppai pad, I think it's called. That's how that ended up being one of the extra bonuses in the limited edition for the Japanese version, because he said, oh, let's have an Oppai pad, and they're like, done, and he's like, no, I'm joking!
Instructions unclear. Created Nero Opie mad.
But yeah, that's why I'm excited for the remake, because I'm not sure if like they brought back a bunch of people, but at least the director from this game has come back to run that part of the company. I'm hoping they do CCC at some point, since at that point they'll just have all the models already built. Sure, they've got like the extra outfits and stuff they'll need to make, but once you've got the base model, usually things are pretty standard from there.
Oh, we got some formal wear. Now we can go to the ball with our servant.
Yep. With our phoenix scarf.
Can I wear that right now? Yes, I can.
Yes, you can.
So this gives us a new ability. Unlike the gym uniform, which gives us no abilities. Not that kind of anime.
It's also not the kind of anime where you gain more powers by taking off your clothes.
No. The funny thing is that can fall into several different genres.
Yes. Yes, it can.
Alright. I think I got this guy's pattern down.
I kept thinking, like, what? It's like, what do I have to feel like I need to talk about that I feel is relevant? Oh, and I'm like, now I remember. So, I played both the Japanese and the North American Fate Grand Order. So, going on right now is the Japanese summer event. And it's kind of weird. I was like, oh, it's kind of weird how we go from, like, Hawaii to Vegas, and now we're just at a summer camp. But a couple strange things happen at this summer camp. Weird music plays at nighttime, and things kept going through my mind, like the numbers, like, you know, whenever someone thinks really deeply in memes and stuff like that, and they're doing all these calculations in their head. And then then a screen happened where there was a videotape, and I'm like, God damn it, I'm in a horror movie, aren't I?
Uh-oh, yeah.
A videotape popped up, and I'm like, God damn it! I'm at a summer camp where there's a mass murderer, isn't there? And I'm like, yeah, I can't believe it's a videotape, and not that the fact that one of the things that we're collecting is chainsaws didn't get away.
Oh, good. It's not October. Why are we collecting chainsaws? I've got your number now, dude.
It's like, it wasn't the creepy things that happened during the events at night. No, it was a videotape. That's what tipped me off to, oh, I'm in a horror movie, aren't I? Because of course that would be. Who uses videotapes anymore besides evil demons, right?
Yeah.
I believe there was a Gumball episode with that. No, it's a video cassette tape! You put it in like this!
You know what I like? The really old, like, anime episodes where they break out a Betamax tape. It's like, I didn't even know what that was before I watched Cowboy Bebop. Wow, really?
The superior viewing experience back in the 90s, apparently.
Yeah, only true fans watch videos on Betamax.
I am Betamax. Hog.
Do you think the moon cell runs on Betamax?
The moon cell runs on timey-wimey alien technology. I don't even think they'd
So
care.
Betamax.
Yeah.
You don't know. Betamax could have been alien technology. That could have been what was in the spacecraft that crashed in Roswell.
I wanted to say that the planetarium at my high school had a Betamax thing, but I'm not entirely sure. It had one of those weird
Come here.
It had one of those weird
Come here.
projectors that had, you know, the 3 colors and blah blah blah, and they just projected onto there.
Again,
That's right.
I don't know.
My high school had a planetarium. It wasn't a very good planetarium, but we had one.
My high school had a barely functional computer lab.
Oh, we didn't have any functions.
You had a fucking planetarium.
Yeah, we had a fucking planetarium. That was like one of those really old ones. I don't think it exists anymore though. I don't think they even built a new one. Because who cares about astronomy anymore, right?
Yeah.
Fucking dead science.
Well, I mean, there's only so far out you can look. What we need to do is we need to set up a colony on Mars, and then we can set up another telescope.
I guess so.
And then we'll renew interest in astrology. Astronomy.
Astronomy.
Astrology is something else.
At least I was still able to take it in college as my easy science course.
Yeah, I took that online when I was in college, but I actually screwed up because it was not something that counted towards my curriculum.
I'm an art student, so it was a-okay. Kids don't go to college to be an art student. Don't do it. If you're going to work towards something, please do, like, design or something.
Mm-hmm.
At least that has more viable options. Don't go for animation. I know it's very tempting to go to some place like CalArts for animation, but honestly to God, none of the cartoons you watch are made in America, so don't bother.
Yeah.
I hate to ruin everybody's dreams, but unless
I mean,
something
unless you're
happens,
watching in a country, unless you're watching the stream in a country outside of America.
go for it. Whatever. I know France has a pretty good animation stuff going on.
I know that doesn't South Korea have a lot of animators?
Yeah, South Korea has a bunch of animated stuff. I hear that's even where Japan outsources to when things get rough.
Mm-hmm.
But I honestly think Japan needs to slow down and focus on stuff. On it. Stop trying to make Black Clover filler.
Do what My Hero Academia does. Do seasons.
Yeah. Please stop. It's like, yes, there was a time where filler was decent, like during series that were made specifically to be anime. For example, Sailor Moon, the manga was only created because they needed someone to make a series for, like, a magical girlish series or whatever. They were looking for new anime ideas back at the time of the, I believe Sailor Moon is technically the late 80s, but if I'm correct, didn't come over here till the 90s, but, or was it the early 90s? I don't know. Basically, things that get brought over were spoofy back then. There was some big time gaps back in the day.
Screw that, we're going in full... We're going in guns blazing.
But yeah, basically a lot of the older manga and stuff were usually improved in the animes. Example, Yu Yu Hakusho, Princess Tutu was another one that the anime vastly improved over the manga. As I name drop an anime no one probably really knows about. Unless you're into really weird anime that the title of the story is... The title may set you off, but it's actually a well-known magical girl series that a lot of people really like it.
Wait, are you talking about Princess Tutu?
Yeah, I'm talking about Princess Tutu.
Oh, please tell me we're not so old that people don't know what Princess
I have a feeling that we're old, that nobody that a lot of the younger generation do not know what Princess Tutu is. It was brought up on Glass Reflection, where he's like, yes, Princess Tutu, that I would probably be classified as a hidden gem these days.
God, just... No respect for the classics.
No, no respect. But anyway, I don't know if any of the young people are going to be watching this. I am name-dropping Princess Tutu as a good anime because it is one of the... It's one of the first animes that use tropes to subvert your expectations.
In a good way.
Yep. I'm still a little blah at the ending. It still makes me feel a little bittersweet, but I guess that kind of goes with the fairy tale theme of Princess Tutu. Most fairy tales actually don't have a perfect happily ever after.
No,
like,
at least not the ones that Disney cleaned up.
Yeah, not the ones that Disney cleaned up.
If anything, Princess Tutu's ending is an accurate ending.
Mm-hmm.
I think with this, that we'll, after we beat this guy, we'll level up and then we can head out.
Yep. Yep.
Ah, so close.
It wants to just inspire us. Okay, that should be enough for today, and we can move out, and then we can hopefully get
Let's
to
hit the showers.
Yeah, hopefully get to the church.
I don't want to fight you. God damn. Fine. That's what it is.
No, I'm sorry. I'm trying to finish up the summer event for NA. Tristan showed up. He's like, yes, it is I, Tristan, beach child of sadness. And I'm like, seriously, Tristan? You emo kid. He's so emo, he never opens his eyes.
This is why people make fun of you.
Yep. then that mean I like how everybody in the summer event pretends that they don't know that that's Lancelot, and or at least, or they're just stupid and they can't tell that it's Lancelot with his tan. I'm sorry, strange person I've never met before.
Oh, he's being somber.
You got important things to say?
Since I'm a warrior myself, if I know the enemy's tactics, I'll be able to strike back soundly. Now that you've got the gist of getting information, think you can pick up more tomorrow? You could help me. Alright, so we have everything that we need on the first floor.
Ba-ba-ba.
And we have...
Archer? Question mark?
Is that a class in Fate Grand Order?
I don't know. Is question mark Archer a class? We will now poll the audience. We have no audience to poll.
Alright. I'm sure they're going to let us go into the church now. Oh. Did you hear me yesterday when I told you that knowledge is key in fighting your enemy?
No.
Yeah, we literally just talked about it. Yeah, I get it. You're telling me to go to the library. That's a bit flowery, don't you think? But if I make a habit of investigating campus, doesn't that mean I'm repeating my actions?
Soka.
I get it. Archer wants to be a detective. Introducing the world's greatest detective, Archer.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Uh-oh.
Information.
Let's see what what's his face is doing. He's getting into it with Ren. This ought to be good.
Shinji, you're not old enough to try and take on Rin. Boys don't mature as fast as girls.
Mean that in multiple ways.
Even if you're the same age, you would not be old enough to take her on.
I even saw a master who managed to summon Armstrong. So,
who?
Neil Armstrong.
That's impossible.
What makes you say that?
Because in this universe, the moon landing never happened. I mean, what?
Did it not?
No.
Shit, well... I guess that he landed on a different moon.
Mm-hmm.
The game's pretty well done. Asia's premier hacker Shinji Mato. That's not a... Okay, never mind. Japan is part of Asia.
At least I'm pretty sure that's part of the Fate Extra backstory.
The moon landing?
Yeah, the moon landing. The moon cell was all like, oh, what do we have here? And then the moon landing was put on hold and never really happened. I'm pretty sure.
Was it like Apollo 18, that horrible found footage movie?
Yeah.
Because they thought it would be a good idea to have a found footage movie set on the moon?
I guess so.
Oh. Shinji realizes that he is completely out of Tosaka's league. I'm gonna be looking forward to seeing this in the remake because they'll be able to have better facial expressions.
Yep.
Yeah, he's not lying. Well, what if that single word is the servant's name? Like, if your servant was Gilgamesh and the word you said was Gilgamesh, That would be pretty...
But... Yeah, but the best part is, just because you know what a servant's name is, if they don't have a weakness, then... Well, at least if they don't have a traditional weakness, then... That's why everything was all wrong in Apocrypha. Revealing who Achilles was right away.
Yeah.
Not a good idea.
It's like the one character in like fiction, the one historical figure who is notorious for having a weakness.
Mm-hmm. Don't reveal it. Don't reveal who he is ever. Although I guess that makes a segue to why I do not like it when people make servant original characters. Mostly because they lift the character directly from like history and stuff like that, not understanding the context of Fate series. The point is, you're not supposed to be able to easily figure out who is who unless, you know, there are similar characters who have been summoned previously. So, like, for example, we know what the round characters are because we can put it together from their armor design.
Yeah.
But when Saber first appeared, would everybody figure out she's automatically King Arthur? I don't believe so.
So, funny story, I actually showed the first episode of Unlimited Blade Works to a friend of mine who did not know anything about Fate. And, like, when he saw the golden sword, he's like, what the fuck is going on with this thing? And it's like, I'm struggling to keep a straight face. It's like, do not tell him that Saber is a gender-flipped King Arthur, because it's just going to make him not want to watch the rest of the show.
But, yeah, like I'm saying, yeah, like, a regular person going through the series would not automatically pick up who the person is. That's the point of Fate originally. So, which is why when people make OCs and they're like, I'm making them more accurate to their source material, and I'm like, they're not supposed to be accurate to the source material.
Yeah. Funnily enough, it's like, that's kind of where Edison in Fate Grand Order shines.
Yes.
Because if you just look at him, you're not going to know who the fuck he is.
No, you're not. And
also,
that's...
Archer is calling Ren an ice queen.
What? No, she's not an ice queen. She's a bit. I mean, what?
Yeah, aren't ice queens kuderes?
Yeah.
Archer's got his terminology wrong.
Mm-hmm. She would technically be an icy hot queen. Icy hot.
That said, he does have Shinji down packed. The guy's an idiot.
Yep. Oh-ho! Information!
So, we need to see if Taiga's around so we can return her sword.
We also need to go to the...
I don't think she's going to show up until tomorrow. I don't think that we have unlocked the second floor yet.
Nope. I believe it unlocks like halfway through the week, so like tomorrow or the day after.
Alright.
Dang it. Foiled again!
You got anything cool to say? Hey, oh god, have you acquired any triggers yet? I still need to go grab mine. See, if I was participating in this, like, I'd be so freaked out about it, I would just be like, day one, I would grab the trigger.
What? I feel like that might be a reference to another character who exists in the universe, but I'm not entirely sure.
Well, obviously, obviously the servant she faced was Inigo Montoya. Which, you know, probably a terrible servant to have, because as soon as he says, You killed my father. Prepare to die. You'd know who he is. Oh, we do have information. Name given to the Spanish Navy during what is known as the Age of Exploration. Is that any different from the Great Age of Piracy from One Piece?
No.
It almost subjugated all of England. Through the might of its navy, Spain was seen as the kingdom on which the sun will never set. Well...
Until they decided to marry off one of their kids to England, so that way we form an alliance. Billy the Kid, Calamity Jane.
We finally did get Calamity Jane.
We finally did get Calamity Jane. She was, I want to say, I don't know if it was the summer of, it was like the second Saber Wars event or something like that, that Calamity Jane showed up.
Which is weird, because you wouldn't think that she would show up in a Star Wars parody.
Or would she? Blah, 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 blah.
Still a better story than the sequel trilogy. You got anything to say, Archer? No, you don't. It's probably just a repeat. Just got here, dude. Alright, I think that that's a good place to call it for tonight.
Alright, so thank you all for joining us on day 2 of our exploration on the moon with our boyfriend Archer.
Yep. We will be back Thursday next week.
We should be. Keyword should. Unless some unfortunate fate befalls us. Also, it'll be a fun event next Thursday. We get to celebrate my birthday! Yay!
Yay!
I'm a year older. Yay!
There will be no cake.
There will be no cake. Icing gives me a headache. I'm an old person! Leave me alone!
Says the girl who is a year younger than I am.
Yes, we're old people.
Gee, it must be nice to still be 27.
The teenagers at the teenagers at work constantly let me know that I'm an old person. Because because look, I found like a little light bright thing. So they like sell like mini toys of older toys, and I'm like, oh look what this is. And then like they were like, what the heck is that? And I'm like, it's like, you're joking, right? It's like, how do you not know what a light bright is?
I bet you didn't even I bet these kids didn't even have the little red car that you like, the little like Flintstone red car that you would walk around in when you were a kid.
Probably not, I guess.
I'll pull up a picture of what I'm talking about. All right, so that's it for us, ladies and gentlemen and others. We'll be back on Tuesday to stream more Sakura Wars. Mint, will you be doing any more streams?
I'll probably be trying to stream Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 14, not to get confused with any other Final Fantasy. I play Final Fantasy 14. I'm streaming through the new remade. Okay, so like the game used to be a bit of a slog to go through in the beginning, so I decided to create an alt character to see it because they now have streamlined it. I can definitely say it is going quite faster than when I first played the story. I've accidentally probably gotten a lot of you into playing it because you've all asked me, is this a good game? Like, what's the good draws? Is
it a good game?
I have fun with it, but like, it's an MMO, so like, it's a toss-up. It's also a subscription-based MMO, so I cannot, recommend people get into it unless they actually really like it. But there's a free trial. The free trial is extended now. You can now play up to and through Heaven's Word, which is the first expansion pack. So, yay.
Yep. And I am in the process of setting up my own streaming channel. Probably going to take a look at the very controversial Train Sim World 2. For those of you who are looking for something a little bit more chill. But I will keep you guys apprised of whenever that happens.
Alright, so that's what our plans are doing for streaming stuff. We hope to see you on maybe Tuesday. Or
at the very
February, but for Soccer Award. It's not February yet.
Is it February already?
Maybe. I don't know. This year is weird. It feels like it's gone on.
Who won the election?
It's gone on forever, but it's already August.
Are they still counting the votes?
No. You can't even mail in your stuff. The post office is done. They don't want to deal with us anymore.
Yep.
It was.
All right.
It was humanity that did the post office, not rain, sleet, or hail, or snow. None of that.
Yeah.
Nope, it was people.
Yeah. Yeah. I gotta say, like, of all the crises that have happened in this world, a post office crisis was not one that I was expecting. All right. Well, sayonara for now, everyone.
Bye-bye.